Yo,
prepared
we
for the
back
universe
live.
to
We
say,
back
okay,
live. We back
show me.
live. We back live. I just want to
Okay.
say this, man. I ain't never had these type of problems in my life over here, bro. Like, hey, man, the energy that's going on with this right here. I want to put this out here. I don't give a fuck what these motherfuckers trying to do to stop this shit. We gonna keep on with this conversation though, for real. We gonna keep going. Now the question that I asked you, like before we went on to breaking shit, you get what I'm saying? Like, far as like me and K's, what we always talk about in order for our people to move forward as a like people, we need to disassociate ourselves from these motherfuckers. And what I mean by disassociation, I mean not putting your money into their, don't put your money into their economy. Put your money into your own economy, your communities. How you disassociate yourself, you go ahead and you go get the knowledge that you need to be self-sufficient and not dependent on them. How do you feel
Absolutely.
about that, my brother?
I feel like that's a wise idea. Everybody has the ability to save themselves and do for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this codependent energy was introduced to us, because if we are the original people, that means we're older than the sun, the moon, the stars. We have no sad birth record. So ain't no way in the world we all of a sudden depending on government or trying to get validation from no Grammy awards or nah. We don't do that. This has all been a result of removing us from the knowledge of who we are, which is God. As a people, man, woman, and child, the original man, woman, and child is God.
Right.
Now, God don't need no help from nobody. God is going to do what God going to do. Because the word universe is you and I verse.
Yep.
And verse means to spin or to turn. So it's you and I spinning and turning things into whatever we need to spin and turn it into. So as long as there's a you and there's an I, we have all that we need.
Right.
Somehow along the way, we lost who we are. So now to get the knowledge of who we are, we want to get back into our state of perfection, our mental state of knowing who we are. Because once we know who we are, we don't have to spend money with our enemy or our oppressor.
Exactly.
We can go ahead and do our own thing. We won't care about you giving us a seat at the table, because we'll get our own table. We'll get our own house. We don't got to care if you give us a nod at your award shows. We could give less than a fuck. Do what you do. We're going to do what we do. Now, let God be with God and let the frauds be with the frauds.
Right. Now, and that goes back to what we always say, K's, let niggas stop entertaining, dancing, singing, throwing football, playing sports, and doing all this shit. These motherfuckers wouldn't know what to do. What do we do?
Perfect example.
Go ahead, brother.
Look at the event last night. Them brothers put on their own show without Bob Aaron, De La Hoya, what's that other Klansman name overseas? Eddie Hearns. None of them motherfuckers put on an excellent performance. Snoop, like I said, he did an excellent job as a commentator because he was saying things that you be wanting to hear. You don't be wanting to hear all this one-sided. You only looking at one fighter. There's two people in there fighting. They both in there doing the job. Don't sit up there. Oh, anybody get knocked the fuck out at any given goddamn time.
Right.
When you deal with them HBOs and CBSs and ESPNs, all that shit, they always leaning towards the motherfucker they got in the contract. He be getting his ass whooped, and they still telling you, he's looking magnificent. Yo, we know it's such and such. They be like, wait a minute. Yeah, you ain't looking at what I'm looking at. That motherfucker is whooping his ass. And you talking about this other motherfucker looking great, and he need to do this and that? Man, all right, whatever. You see, that's what they do. They tell you one thing. They tell you that the sky is blue, and you looking at the sky and it's fucking black.
And see,
but they tell you it's blue, and you seen it's black. They tell you the goddamn water is dirty, but you see the water is clean. But they tell you it's dirty, but you can see to the bottom, or vice versa. They just make you believe some shit that you don't see out your own fucking eyes, and they just keep programming you. Like I said, every show tonight's programming. They telling you they programming you, dumbass.
That's why they call TV
Tell Our Vision.
And that's why I don't watch Tell Live Vision at all. I don't even think I watch Sports Center no more, man, because I know television ain't nothing but propaganda, man. It's bullshit that they feed to our people. Like a lot of this shit that I be seeing on TV, like this love and hip hop, all that bullshit, man, that's poison, bro. Like even with the music to a certain degree now, it's poison because we've been losing like these rappers like left and right and shit. And I don't be I can't understand why don't our people let kings be kings amongst their people. And people be like, man, why you be saying that? Why you be saying this and that? I'm like, because it's the fucking truth. I'm like, you don't understand how this dude could possibly transform his community if he put his mind in that space. You get what I'm saying? They don't get that this man possibly could do more for the community than all these white motherfuckers coming in gentrifying, you know what I mean, changing up the fucking neighborhoods and pushing you niggas out and making the rent so fucking high you can't even afford it no more. You get what I'm saying? But like these people just so lost, brainwashed in the motherfucking sauce though, K's. But yeah, man, how do you feel about that right there? Everything that I just said, brother.
Well, first of all, I know for a fact that the reason why they killing our young kings is because they know that the original man fully matures at 40. Your brain is fully developed, so they don't want that to happen.
Right.
So if you notice, the greatest amongst us usually get killed young.
Man.
They usually are being set on the path to destruction because they know once you reach that age of maturity, you have had enough knowledge and wisdom to be able to resurrect the mentally dead that are around you. Why is that possible? Because they always say, yo, this person did the same things I was doing, and this person's telling me now to go the right way. After once have been going the wrong way. This person is qualified and validated to be able to tell me this ain't no squeaky clean individual. This is somebody that was in the dirt mud with me. Now he's telling me I can live clean. So they got to stop that because J. Edgar Hoover says a Messiah must not be born. And if a Messiah is born, they must not be permitted to live. That means if the ones of us who had the messianic energy in us, if we slipped through the cracks and we didn't get aborted, and we didn't get nullified through inoculations in our young years of being a child, if we would have slipped through and make it past adolescence and be on our way towards full maturation, they gotta come for us. And they gonna know who we are based on our works, because the fruit is describing of the root of the tree and vice versa. So if you was born as a Messiah, it's gonna come out in every aspect you do. Even in your most immature, ignorant state, they're going to see glimpses of your brilliance.
Let me ask
and their job is to neutralize that.
And let me ask you this. Me and Kays, we always had this discussion too, this argument. I feel like the music industry or entertainment nowadays give these young brothers everything that they need to destroy themselves in the beginning while they're young.
Absolutely.
They get them while they're young. They prep them all the way up into that moment. Like it's just crazy how I watch how they systematically break like our community down, our kings down, how they break them down systematically. Like I say, man, you take a brother that's 16 years old, you give him all the money in the world. Now, we all know what happened when you give a nigga some money. Without no knowledge. Exactly. You give a nigga some money without no knowledge, and you give a nigga some money who ain't never had shit. He gonna go buck motherfucking wild. And like I always say, I'm 35 now. You know what I mean? There's still a lot of shit that I don't know. I'm still learning as I grow. But I tell you one motherfucking thing, I have matured, and I feel like it's other levels of maturity that I can reach. You get what I'm saying? And I'm always searching for that. I'm always like talking to people like you, my boy Kays and stuff like that. And I feel like nowadays, we also have this discussion too a lot. I feel like nowadays it's hard to reach these young brothers because they feel like they can't relate to us. You get what I'm saying? They can't relate. We wasn't doing the same things that they was doing and shit. And that's why it was interesting to me to ask you that question about, you know, like, what is your approach to the youth out here nowadays? You get what I'm saying? How do you talk to these young brothers? You know what I mean? Try to put some sense into them. How to put some of that God body mentality into them.
I make myself relatable.
Okay.
It's simple. In order for you to have a relationship, you have to be relatable. So let's break down the word relationship. The beginning is to do again. The last thing is a ship. What is a ship? A vessel. So you got to be able to move and groove. You got to be able to come to the people as the people. That's how I get with the youth. The youth ain't that difficult. The youth ain't that hard. And I'm explaining to you why. Because were we not once youth?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let's stay right there on that frame of mind. If we were once young and we've been fortunate enough to become a little older to where we consider the elders and the OGs, right? All you got to do is take yourself in your mental womb back to what it was when you was young. What was it you were looking for? What was that you respected? What was that you hungered and thirsted for? And when you get the answers to that, then you become relatable. Then you will automatically assume the form necessary to come amongst those who need that which you have the most, which is your knowledge and your wisdom and your supreme understanding. These motherfuckers ain't that tough. They not that crazy. They not that much of a killer. They need a warm bath, a good clean towel and washcloth, a warm meal, fully balanced and nutritional, and somebody that's going to really let them know, I care and I understand. Now tell me what's going on with your life.
That's deep right there.
And that's the reality of the cipher. All they looking for is a hug. They not killers. They not gangsters. They not tough. They hurting.
Right? And
they got unhealed trauma. They feel neglected. They feel despondent. They feel like ain't nobody got no time and patience for them. Nobody give a damn about them, so they go become amongst the gang. Because what does the gang replace? The family. Just like pimping has perverted the true universal order of family. As above, so below. When you look into the clouds and the skies, you see one sun and multiple planets. All pimping is a perversion of that, having one man and a bunch of women, because a man is the seed planter and a woman is the seed bearer. So what we're looking at is the perversion of things. Gang is the perversion of family. Pimping is the perversion of the universal order.
But preach, brother, preach. Y'all young brothers, y'all hear that, don't y'all? And
start that pimping shit, nigga.
Don't start that.
I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, he is. He's speaking facts about that, man. You speaking facts about that, man, because that goes back to, like, the other day. I swear, like, it's crazy how, some shit, it feel like I didn't have this discussion with this guy before. You get what I'm saying? And I was talking to a dude the other day about my little brother, you know what I mean? And he was telling me, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't give a fuck no more. That same attitude that you had, Kaz, and this will kind of piss me off about it, is because, like, man, I can't stop caring about my little brother. You get what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to go off and happen to him, and I don't say nothing about it. You get what I'm saying? Because then I always,
his blood will be on your hands.
Exactly, because I ain't say nothing. But if I'm telling you, and if I'm showing you, and if I'm leading by example, and you still go off and do your own thing, I could just be like, you know what, man, I tried my best, man. I told him. You know what I mean? I showed him. I tried to school him on it. It was up to him.
Good at night.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't give a damn, man. If my people wrong in certain areas, I'm going to tell them about it. So it can't never be, well, you know what I mean? I ain't tell you. I told you. You know what I mean? What was going to go down, how it was going to go down. You get what I'm saying? So I try to, you know what I mean, steer my little brother, the youth, in the right direction when they come to me and ask me questions about how to handle life situations and shit. Like, I had a brother talking to me the other day about, like, a job situation, and I pretty much broke it down to him. I'm like, you know what, man? With a mind like yours, you brilliant, bro. Why are you looking for a job? Put that energy into being self-sufficient. Put that energy into reinventing yourself and find out who you are as a young man. You get what I'm saying? And you will go a lot further than what a fucking job will take you to, man. Because I'm here to tell you, I used to work a job before, man. And I know the way they operate. These jobs and shit, man, they'll never let you get above where the uncle or the cousin is at.
AKA plantation.
Yeah, they'll never let you get above the plantation, my brother. So, like, let's get that understanding. Because I used to have dudes, I had over 50-cent fucking raises, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, 50 fucking cents, bro? I'm like, listen, man, I know for a fact, I'm a numbers guy. I look at the product that we making. I see how much they're making off the product, and I know for a fact that I'm not even getting a fraction off the profit for the fucking product.
You don't supposed to.
You know, that's the way they got it designed. Like school sets
you're not
you
supposed
up.
to.
School.
Well, I'm gonna interject and offer y'all a formula to a greater level of success when you're dealing with them youth who are talking about life skills and getting a job and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to explain to them the difference between doing God's work and doing devil work. Anytime you go get a job to pay your bills or to pay your child support or to satisfy some kind of obligation that you was told was an obligation, you set yourself up for failure.
Yes.
This is how you tell the youth the truth. Whatever you will put your 10 toes on the ground to do, whether it's rain, sleet, snow, hail, whether it's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, whether it's a check or no check, if you're willing to do it and not concerned about the money, that is your true purpose of being born and alive, because that is a part of your passion, and your passion deals with where your heart is, and your heart is where God lives, because God is love and love is God. So never ever again send nobody out to get a job. You want to send them out into their life's purpose. What is it in your heart that you will put those 10 toes on the ground to do? Rain, sleet, hail, or snow, whether you're getting paid or not. When you find an answer to that, that's what you're supposed to do. And when you go and chase that pursuit, you'll have everything you ever wanted magnetically coming to you.
Yes.
And that's a fact. So many people are outside of the will of their real purpose. They're out here going to a job they can't stand.
Every day.
I'm on my way, I'm going to the plantation. So you're willingly going to a plantation. You're willingly subjecting yourself and conceding to the idea that you're getting ready to go be a slave and sell your soul. Anything you do for God is a labor of love. And if you do what you love, it ain't really work. It's having fun and getting paid.
Yep, exactly.
I don't work for nobody but God, because God is self. So what I do as a rapper, it's in line with who I am. Who am I? I'm an articulate orator with an ability to be an effective communicator.
Right. Yeah.
So everything I
Very
do
charismatic.
will go around that. Me being a wordsmith. Me being able to paint mental pictures with my words. Because in the beginning was the Word was God, the Word became flesh and dwelt amongst men. Here I am. Peace.
Yes. And see.
So everything I do is always going to add up to that and point back to that. So now, for instance, I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. If you were born to be a healer, what the fuck you doing at McDonald's? Flipping a burger. Don't tell me about your bills. Don't tell me about what the fuck you owe.
Tell these niggas.
Don't tell me about parole and probation. Fuck is you doing? You came into this world to be a healer. Don't nobody know how to put together them herbs and them spices the way you do, and know how to put them things together and know how it's supposed to go on the alkaline to the acidic on the pH check. Don't nobody know that like you. That's innate in you. You was born with that, but you over here at McDonald's flipping the burger, taking the order.
Yep. That's
and you wonder why you catching hell.
That's a
That's
lack.
the reality.
Yes, that is a very true of a reality, but that's lack of that's self-esteem issues right there for one, and for two, that's just like, to me, in my eyes,
Lack of knowledge.
That's a flat out waste of a talent. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how to do all this shit with these fucking whatever. Say if it's computer, you good at computer science. You brilliant.
Naturally.
You get what I'm saying at that, but you ain't here flipping burgers, bro. You are wasting your time, you wasting your energy, and you wasting your life, man. Cause seriously, like, man, time is something, bro, that we can never predict. We can never predict time.
And you can't get time back once it's gone. You can get money back, but you can't get time. And another thing is, what happens is, when a child is born, they're surrounded by those who are supposed to usher them into adulthood, right? Because adult
That's correct. That is
means
correct.
mature child. Adult means mature child. Now, what if you were around a bunch of scary cat adults who project their fears onto you? What you mean you want to be a rocket science? Boy, you better go down there to that job fair. They hiring.
And
Automatically you derailed the brilliance of that child, because now that child has succumbed to fear that you've casted, the doubt that you casted, because your bitch ass ain't never did nothing great. So you want to put that on them,
right,
with your hateful ass, your spiteful ass, your pussy ass, you pussy.
Yep. And that goes on a lot in a lot of black families, man. A lot of black families do have like that mentality towards their kids. Like, they see that they got a genius. Like, really see that they got a genius. Exactly. And 9 times out of 10, you know what? I don't even think it be hate a lot of times. It's lack of faith. It's lack of faith. And like I say, self-esteem issues. You're not sure of yourself, so you're going to project that fucking energy onto your child of not being sure about itself, not having confidence. Like,
you weren't sure or confident.
And that's fucked up, man. We got to break that. We got to break that chain. We got to break that cycle.
And that's what we doing that right now. We doing our part right now.
Oh, yeah. I always say it start with my kids. I always say change start with my motherfucking kids.
Starts with self. Everything starts and stops with you. You are the builder or destroyer. You are the one that's going to make it happen or not. You're in your own way, or you're going to be your own blessing. That's what it is. Now, for the child, this is why I come for the babies, because the babies are the ones who unprotected. They don't know how to tell that adult, suck a dick. I do. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to put the hand and feet of God on you. Get away from that baby. Because Jesus said in the Bible, suffer not my little ones to come amongst me. Those who seeking and hunger and knowledge, come get with the real, because I put hands and feet on those punk ass adults who want to hinder you from getting this real knowledge, this real information. So that's why I come for the babies. I don't care about no adults. They set their ways, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But these babies, oh, they the best part. They the best part. I'm here to tell you the truth. They are the knowledge and wisdom combined. They are the understanding. A child is love.
Yep.
Because I don't give a fuck if you don't like your baby mother don't like the baby father.
That child still loves
act
both
that y'all
of them.
created was love. And love is interpreted by the highest form of understanding.
Mm-hmm. That is absolutely correct, man.
And that's the reality of the cipher. So as far as the babies who can't defend themselves, they have to go along to get along because they're in the care of an adult. I'm here to kick the adult's ass. Like, get your pussy ass out of here with that old sucker shit you trying to project on that baby. Let that baby be great and let that baby be alone to be great.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing you're supposed to do is protect them, guide them, and aid and assist them as they journey on to being great because you failed at being great. The best and least you could do is let them be great with your sucker ass.
And they fail to realize by letting their children be great, that is making them be great. You get what I'm saying?
If they only knew that, Paul.
Go, these pedophiles popping up left and right now that's trying to cause harm to these kids. These so-called elected officials.
And that's why we got to be the ones to stand up and show and prove that God is alive, God is real, God is true, and God is righteous.
Yes, he is. And if you keep faith in God, he'll always lead you in the right direction, man. That's why I say, man, whenever I do something, man, I just put it in the hands of God, man. Because I'm pretty sure you pray about it, and you know what? He has never steered me wrong, man. So for me to put shit into the hands of something else, like this shit that these motherfuckers try to get us to believe, like, because I always tell them, man, like, Kaz, that Bible shit, bro, that was put in place to keep niggas in line. You get what I'm saying? That shit was put in place to keep niggas in line, to scare niggas straight. You get what I'm saying?
Let me correct you with that.
Go ahead, brother.
The Bible and the Quran was written by us, the original people.
Right, but the shit that we wrote is out of it, though.
Oh no, not exactly. Let me break it down to you.
Okay.
Those who have had access to publishing and have had the ability to write, they've rewritten it. However, here's the truth. God is always there, no matter what. The Quran means revelation. The Bible is a collection of books. What you have is the Bible came from the Council of Nicene in the 13th century. They who are what the controlling ruling classes sat together and figured out what books they were going to use. The ones that they didn't use were the ones that had the ability to unlock the minds, and they couldn't do nothing with that as they translated it from its ancient dialects of Aramaic and Arabic and the like into the English tongue. Okay. So when you have people like Constantine who wanted to use Christianity for his thing, they may have you that. The problem is if you keep a person ignorant and illiterate, they won't ever know how to unlock and uncode what's been coded. I can go through that Bible and show you the truth that'll unlock your mind. St. John's 10:31 to 34, where Jesus said, "Is it not written in your law that you are gods?" Now, I don't care who you are and what you're not. That's plain as day telling you the truth.
Yeah.
If the word of God said you God and the word of God can't be annulled, then for what act did they try to stone him? So you got to be able to see and read with understanding. This is why Allah the Father gave us supreme knowledge, supreme wisdom, and supreme understanding through supreme mathematics and supreme alphabets so that we can break down information instead of just reading words and regurgitating it like a puppet. We now have the understanding to unlock it. So now when you read the Quran, when you read the Torah, when you read the Bible, when you read the scrolls of Dead Sea, when you read the Tibetan Book of the Dead, when you read 48 Laws of Power, when you read the Art of War, when you read the Art of Seduction, when you read whatever the fuck you read, you can be able to put yourself in it. And you won't be tricked into thinking that it's some trick. You'll be able to put yourself in the story. Because in the beginning of Genesis, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. That's you.
Yes, yeah. That's the way I interpret it.
When Jesus said, worship not me, but the one who has sent me, then he said, marvel not at what I do, for you shall do greater works than these. What in that is meant to dupe you or control you? No, it's the lack of knowledge. Like the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 says, for my people perish from the lack of knowledge. I said it earlier in this communication. Why does the devil keep our people ignorant? or illiterate. He keeps our people illiterate so that he can use them as a tool, slave, to keep them blind to themselves so he can master them. And illiterate means ignorant. So this is a tact to keep you from unlocking the mysteries, keep you from reading certain books because they want you to think it's just religion. We never made religion. We have a culture. What is the culture of the original people? I am God. I self Lord and Master. See, we don't worship Allah as a mystical spook. We don't bow on no carpet. We don't walk around no black stone in Mecca. No, we are the Allah. Man, woman, and child is Allah. And what is Allah? Arm, leg, arm, head with supreme intelligence. That is the reality. We are not no spook or no mystery. In the Quran, it says, Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahmahim, which means, in interpreted in English, in the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. That is a description of us. The very first surah you read in the Quran tells you about who we are, the original man, woman, and child. We are one, forming as one.
Man.
God is God. So God is in everything you read and study, whether it's martial arts, whether it's voodoo, hoodoo, santeria, martial arts of kung fu, whether it's in astrological study, whether it's in etymological study, whether it's in botany, whether it's in whatever you have that has an OLG to it, or ology, anything with an ology, you can find yourself in it.
And see, that's part of the
Ecology,
reason.
nigga.
Exactly, and you see everything that he's talking about. That's goes back to what I say. Like, bro, I'm not into like religion because religion. The word religion is confrontational. It's confrontational
It means
nowadays.
to rely on jinn.
Yes,
And we don't rely on nothing but him.
Exactly.
Who's him? Him is the definite article. God is the dominant principle, the masculine principle that incapacitates the feminine, because the first letters in Allah is all. So you must deal with the all. It is light. It is dark. It is good. It is evil. It is masculine. It is feminine. It is up, down. It is left and right. It's everything and nothing at the same time. That's who we are. That's why we're older than the sun, moon, and stars. That's why we have no beginning, no ending. That's why we are the great.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you have
See?
to be able to learn to put yourself in everything you read and study. As above, so below. As within, so without. If I never went to school, I should know I'm symbolic to the sun. How can I prove that, Star Kim? Because my penis gets erected and rises in the morning, just as the sun appears and seemingly rises. It never went nowhere. It's just the planets rotating on an axis. So the reality is, if just I look at my penis, I know I'm the number one because it looks like the number one. And if my woman looks between her legs, she'll see a split between her two lips connected to a one womb. So if anything, she knows that she's the lieutenant to the captain. She's number two to the number one. And we work together to form that three, which is the best part, the understanding, which is the highest form of understanding, which is love. So the reality of the cipher is this. If you never went to a classroom, all you got to do was study your physical anatomy. If you never went to a class, all you had to do was look at nature. If you never ever got taught anything, all you had to do was analyze the heavens, and you'll be able to understand that that moon goes around the planet 13 times in 1 year. And what does 13 represent? In the supreme alphabets, it's the letter M, and M is short for master. So if you've never been taught, all you got to do is analyze yourself. Look at yourself. Your 9 organ systems work together for you. You got 9 holes in your body. 9 is the highest number in mathematics. 9 is the number in which a baby is fully formed and complete and ready to come in. 9 is the number of birth. So everything is rooted in mathematics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and again. You go to 10, and then you go to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then you do it again. You go to 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and you do it again, and you go to 30. The highest number in math is 9. These numbers are all intervals of what the reality is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, woman, child, sun, moon, stars.
Man, yeah.
It's all mathematics. Everything in life is rooted in mathematics. And if you ain't never been to school, you'll be able to understand simple things. You have an eardrum, a heartbeat, a pulse.
Okay.
Follow me so far?
Yes, I do. my
Eardrum, heartbeat, pulse. This deals with rhythm. This deals with mathematics. So you ain't got to know about nothing. You don't need no watch. You got an eternal clock in you. Your body's going to get up when it's supposed to. Because even if you ain't educated in academia and have no degrees, your body's going to make you want to make a bowel movement between 8 and 8:30. This is internally written in your DNA. Every cell in your body tells you who you are.
Man.
Every action you take. If the woman wasn't symbolic to the earth, why does she not expand and contract? Does not the planet expand and contract? It expands in the summer and it contracts in the winter. So this does not show and prove that the woman is symbolic to the planet? Do we as men not expand and contract, showing that even the sun is a planet and that which we are symbolic to? That's the male planet. The planet we live on is the female planet. Oh, this thing get real deep. All you got to do is look at yourself and study yourself, and you'll have the answers for everything you have a question to.
Every
goddamn thing.
The problem is people like me are being kept from people like them who don't know.
True, and that's why I say, man, we gonna do everything we can to get you out there. You get what I'm saying? They was fucking with the internet, the vibrations and shit was all off
They
around
can't
here.
stop
Shit.
God.
And like my man said,
Can't
hey man,
stop
can't
it.
stop it. Can't stop it at all. And speaking of like
Short the box with
everything
me.
and everything that you just spoke of, like far as like roles, you know what I mean? Roles in the universe and shit. How do you feel about how the way these women out here, I'm not gonna call them bitches tonight. I'm gonna say these women out here that's brainwashed by these devils into thinking that they're the number one these days in today's society.
Ain't no woman ever gonna be number one.
You hear that?
Until a woman can make sperm, she needs to have a seed.
Bingo.
But see,
Because sperm is the life of all that's on this planet. The woman has a job and she has a place. It's a wonderful place. What's that place? Next to Almighty God.
Yep.
No different than the planet being able to be next to the sun 93 million miles and not be burnt and consumed by it.
And
See, the woman's job is to bear the seed and to respect the man. The man is number one. That's why your penis is looking like a number one. That's to remind you who you are. You're not the two, you the one. And when she looks between her legs, she's reminded that she comes second. Not that she's less, not that she's not important. It's saying that one action must happen before the other. No woman is supposed to play the role of a man. That's not her duty. Her duty is to keep the seed safe, protect it, and nourish it. Her job is to kind of soften the blow of Almighty God.
Listen, ladies, listen to him.
Her job is to reflect the knowledge of Almighty God back to Almighty God in the form of man. She's not to tell him nothing. She's to suggest and remind him of his job if he is to be ever ignorant of what his role is. If he's to ever bump his head and catch some convenient amnesia, she's supposed to reflect that light back onto him the way the moon reflects the light of the sun onto the planet when the sun is not visible. That is the role of the woman, because woman means womb of man. She's the man with the womb. The word man means mind. So if I'm the original man as the male and she's the original man as the female, that she means she must have the same mind as I have, because it can't be two chefs in the kitchen and two captains on a ship. My role is to be captain. Her role is to be the lieutenant. And the role of the lieutenant is to give instructions to the private soldiers, aka the babies. You can look at that on the chessboard. The pawns are the private soldiers, the queen is the queen, and the king is the king. The game over if the king gets kicked, but if the queen get knocked, hey, we'll go get another queen. Game over when you capture the king.
Now see, some of y'all broads out here, don't confuse this with no motherfucking pimping, because this ain't pimping.
No,
this
this
just
ain't
some
pimping.
knowledge.
This is a reality.
Exactly.
The reality is this. If I'm the man, which means mind, and you're the woman, which means the womb of the mind, that means this. From my mind, I created in my brain, because the brain is the physical organ. Mind is the aspect we speak of that can't be really held in grasp, yet it exists. So my mind is connected and making my organs in my body do the job of the mind, which is the thoughts. So in my brain, as the original male, who's the original man, I create sperm, which is liquid sunlight. And from the back of my brain, that which I conjure up in thought becomes liquid, goes down my spinal cord, shoots out my loins, 120 million of them to be exact, and it goes into your womb of triple darkness because you are the womb of my mind. From my mind, I conjure things. From my mind, I draw up and create. I form ideas and thoughts, and I place my thoughts in the form of sperm through the tip of my penis, which is the spirit of God, because I spirit with the spirit force of God into your womb, which has been made to hold my ideas. For 9 months, 3 trimesters. And it's so important that you know who you are, because your vagina has enzymes designed to stop my sperm, because my sperm to your body represents a foreign agent. That's why I gotta release 120 million to ensure the success of procreation, to make sure that my idea and my thought hits the planet known as an egg. So I have to have the will and the force of God, because you as the woman represents the way. Is it not said, where there's a will, there's a way? Yes, where the will represents the male and the way represents the female. We must work together as the one. The mystery of God is when the two become the one. So the duality is, the word sister means other half. The word daughter means copy of mother. So let's follow how this thing goes. I plant my seed into your womb because that is what you were made for. You were made to receive my ideas and my thoughts. That's why a woman must be careful of what man downloads his information called sperm. Are you getting the information of a true and living righteous God? Or are you getting wee wop from the wee spot Ray K with the AK, the dumb nigga from around the corner? Because that's going to determine what you give birth to.
And y'all hear that, ladies? A lot of that might be going over y'all head, but
I'm gonna make it real simple. I'm gonna make it real simple. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna.
I love the analogy, bro. I love the analogy, man, because he pretty much just
simple. Woman means womb of man, and man means mind. So if I'm man, I represent mind. If you're a woman, you are the womb of mind. That means that no matter how many thoughts I have, it's not going to come into the physical reality unless I find a womb for it.
Okay.
So as a woman, you should be happy that the only way any human being comes into the world is between your legs.
Yes. Yeah.
And as a man, I must remind you that I am the authority. Because the root word of authority is author. And what do authors do? They write. What do they write? Words. And what is the word? God.
And see, ladies, y'all hear that, man. Y'all can't just say flat out that me and K's be on here talking shit that don't be making sense when we pretty much saying the same thing that this man be saying. You get what I'm saying?
Add something to it.
Go ahead.
All that goddess stuff, it sounds cute. Let me tell you the reality. God ain't no S. ain't no S to God.
That nigga talking that shit.
God is God.
Talking that shit, K's. He talking that shit.
God is the dominant, not the recessive.
But
God is the definite article. It don't need no S to it. See, all that goddess shit, that's because there was a identity crisis going on for the black woman and the black man. So they felt that they had to become the S. No, if you God, because man, woman, and child together represents God. Because what is God? God is the mind.
Okay.
See, when you dealing with a woman as a man, as a male, your woman must be on the same page as you, because it can't be 2 chefs in the kitchen and 2 captains on a ship. You and her have to work together, because that's what universe is. The word universe is uni. Uni means one. And if you break down the first 3 letters of universe, you see U and I. The word verse means to spin or to turn. So when you're dealing with a male and woman or male and female relationship, it must be you and I spinning and turning to make whatever God needs to make happen.
Preach.
You cannot be over here trying to run around and be me, and I can't be running around here being you. We both have specific roles to do, and they need to be executed. You looking for a beta male if you want a man to listen to you as a woman. That's a beta. You ain't never met no man. You ain't never met God till you dealt with an alpha.
And that
I
is
don't run around my house. I run my house.
Factual.
And I don't run it with arrogance. I don't run it with ego. I run it with love, truth, freedom, justice, and equality. What I say is law, because that's what Lord means. Lord is the lawmaker. And when I lay down law, you follow it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm wrong, you come to me and you correct me in decency and order. But a woman ain't gonna tell a man nothing, because if she can, he ain't no man.
Facts. And see, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. And a lot of you bitches, y'all be intimidated by this type of shit right here, because in all actual reality, that's the way. That's the way relationships are meant to be. That's the way women were created for man. You get what I'm saying? That's not a bad thing, but y'all try to make it seem like it's a bad thing.
And we family. We family.
Exactly.
Because you can't get to the 3 without the 2. 1 + 2 = 3.
Exactly. But see, today they try to, like I said, these devils then put it in their head that the roles are absolutely reversed. And you got these broads out here that's coming at niggas on some sideway like they some type of nigga or something. And I'll be looking like, what type of shit? Like, bitch, if
listen, the story of Adam and Eve, who did the serpent step to and beguile?
The female.
And why did he step to the female?
Because he knew she was the gullible one, the most persuasive
I asked
one.
my woman the same thing. I asked her, I said, this, according to the story, because we know a story is a teaching tool.
Mm-hmm.
I said, according to the story in the Bible of Adam and Eve and the serpent, I asked her, I said, why did the serpent approach the woman? And you know what her response was?
What was that?
Because he knew she was the easier target. He knew not to step to the man, because the man was made in the image of God. He knew if he'd have brought that bullshit to the God, the Alpha, the Omega, he'd have been like, if you don't get your punk ass the fuck up out of here with that bullshit.
Yep.
But he went to the woman because the woman was the weaker of the 2.
They done brought down Roman empires. I say it all the time, my brother. Like these females
and that's
out
how
here.
it go.
These females out here got it all shrewd, man. Like, and I really be feeling like it's a lack of alpha males out here when it come down to females. You got a lot of these dudes that be out here and they just go for anything when it comes down to these females, as far as them like being disrespectful towards them, calling them. I heard a female call a nigga a bitch one day, and I'm just like, bro.
And he probably was.
Like, I felt like he was. If you letting this bitch call you a bitch, like, obviously you a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that, man.
I'd put the hand of God on her. You kidding me? I'd have rebuked her real quick. I'd have put her back in her place. Like, let me tell you something. You come guzzling whore. Because here's the thing, it's not me being disrespectful. I'm addressing you according to your level of intelligence that you've exemplified.
Exactly, in the way that you're
I'm not
approaching
going to treat you like no queen. I'm not going to treat you like no queen or a woman that's to be held in high regard when you acting other than yourself. I got to call you what you are because I tell the truth, and it should shame that devil in you. If I call you a bitch and you don't like it, that's supposed to make you correct your behavior. Exactly. But if I'm going to call you a queen when you acting like a bitch, I'm confusing you, and I'm doing both of us a disservice. You come guzzling whore. Who you talking to?
Damn. Guzzling.
Flat the fuck out. No, but no, see, because they need more of that, bro. Like, go ahead.
If you were behaving as you should be behaving, we wouldn't have this here dispute and this fallout.
Exactly.
But since you want to act other than yourself, let me get down to the level you at, because they say you tell the truth and you shame the devil. I'm going to call you what you are. You's a smut, you's a whore, and you's a no good filthy bitch. You don't like it? Change your behavior. You don't like it?
Good.
Raise your level. Raise your consciousness. Raise your cognitive ability. Raise your speech. Raise your level of respect for me. And then you get treated like respect.
She's a guzzler, not a sipper.
No, but
a guzzler.
No, but that's all fact right there, my brother. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't get how you can have that mentality to where you feel like you could disrespect a brother like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's completely fucked up the way that these niggas operate when it come down to these females and not put them back in their place and not put them in their place like that. Like, come on, like.
See, that's the thing I'm telling you. A nigga gonna go for that, but see, somebody who has the knowledge of themselves not gonna go for that treatment. You not gonna talk to me and call me outside of my name, especially when I'm living how I'm supposed to live, which is all right and exact. Now, if I'm not living worth a damn and I'm acting like a knucklehead, you got all the means to disrespect me, call me a nigga, all kind of goofy shit.
You ain't respecting yourself.
And
you ain't respecting yourself.
Guess what? If you call me what I'm behaving, that's more of an act of love than for you not to call me out on my behavior. Call me a nigga if I'm being a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you told that truth, it should shame the devil that's in me. And I'll go, hold up, I don't like that. You called me a bitch ass nigga. Hold up, let me get my life together. I'll be back, queen. Let me go get my shit together because you done called me out on my shit.
Right. Or that's just like, you know what I mean? Just like these whores, like hoes out here expecting to be treated like queens. Like, come on. I'm like, you don't carry yourself like that. So why would I treat you like a queen? It's just like I told my partner the other day. He was whining about some chick cheating on him or whatever it is. I'm like, bro, how did you meet this bitch? He was like, oh man, I met her. She had a dude. I'm like, that should have told you everything right there about that broad. You get what I'm saying? She had a dude and she fucking with you. You met her on whole terms. So what did you expect to change in her? You get what I'm saying?
That's what his fault was. That's his fault.
Exactly.
Right.
So I don't feel bad.
That's what he was dealing with.
Listen, the truth gonna set you free. And if the truth don't change you, nothing will. Let me give you an example. If somebody has hot breath and you don't tell them their breath is hot, then you don't want them to be great. You don't want them to be better. And you don't want to see them change.
Exactly.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You want to laugh at them every day, pretty much.
People want to take you telling them something to better them as you trying to be hateful or mean or hurt their feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I need that breath to be less than hot. You telling me about your feelings hurt because my delivery was a little brandish or abrasive. Your breath stink. How you gonna figure that out? How we gonna fix that problem?
Take care of that, my nigga. That's how you gonna take care of it.
I'll go get you a hug and some ice cream for your feelings. But how we gonna correct that bad breath you got?
Funky ass mouth.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta be able to tell the truth. If a woman is not acting like a queen, you gotta tell her. If a man's not acting like a king, you gotta tell him. If your man's broke and he can't rap, but he always in the studio spending money in the studio, you need to tell him that ain't you, fam.
Right. It is up to him to receive it.
Because when you tell someone the truth, let me tell you something about the truth. When you tell someone the truth, that means you really love them.
Right. And later on in life, those people that you tell the truth to, they usually come back and thank you.
Yeah, but at that moment, they might be a little uncomfortable hating you and cussing you out. But the reality is this: you have an obligation as the civilized to civilize those who are uncivilized. I'm gonna say that again. You who are civilized have a duty to civilize those who are uncivilized. So even in a person's state of ignorance, those of you and us who know better, your job, no matter how they take it, is to tell that truth.
Right. Exactly.
And in no limitation of time, that truth is like light. It's gonna get past the darkness of their ignorance, and when it's ready, it's gonna come out. And they're going to say, you know what? I appreciate you giving me that information when I was 16. I'm 32 now. I wasn't ready for it then. But now at 32, I appreciate you telling me what you told me. Even though I gave you my ass to kiss and told you to suck all kind of dick, I appreciate you doing that. So you have to be the one to stand strong and say, you know what? You may not get it now. It may be flying over your head. My duty is to tell you the truth, to give you the God-honest truth, so that you can be set free and you can live your life and live your life more abundantly. I can't get caught up into how you feel because your emotions ain't going to get you healthy. Your emotions ain't going to get you right. But me telling you the truth going to have the ability to get you right in no limitation of time. When you ready, you're going to get this truth and you're going to be able to apply it. And if I don't give it to you, you're going to get it. If I don't give it to you, whatever happens to you is going to be on me. So if you a game banger, if you a motherfucker who don't want to hear it, you acting like Quando, Rondo, you want to pop up in Chirac with guns and masks on, talking. No, my job is when I come across you,
ignorant shit,
is to tell you the truth. You headed down the wrong route, and they're gonna split your cabbage.
Yup, and unfortunately, some of them don't receive that message until their cabbage is split.
Oh well,
that's crazy.
We will have vegetables and coleslaw.
Vegetables.
You see, that's another thing y'all gotta understand. When you give somebody the truth, it ain't on you whether they use it. You can take the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It ain't on you. Your job is to just do your job and to make the knowledge born of the truth.
You hear that, G?
Is on them.
Hey, you hear that, G? If you watching, that same conversation we had the other day, this dude, you know, this is my dude, man. He asked me this question the other day. He gonna say, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, look, man, it's up. If a female with me, man, Only thing I could do is lead her to the water. Is up to her to fucking drink. He was like, but how is you gonna let her know the way and the blueprint of how you took to get to this water? I'm like, well, if you leading somebody somewhere, they following you.
That's
so
all
they
in
didn't
there.
been everywhere you done been all the way up into this point to where you got to the water. Now I tell you, drink this water, is good for you. You're not gonna be thirsty no more. It's up to you to drink the motherfucking water. I
Because
can't
at
make
the
you
end
do
of the day,
nothing.
the saving grace is this, black man. Everybody's not gonna be saved. And once you get that in your brain, you okay. Again, our job is to teach and civilize. What is it to civilize? Civilize is to teach knowledge and wisdom of the human family of the planet Earth. My job is only to give you the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding is sold separately, champ.
See, that just
Your
like
understanding is on you.
that just like Cage, you said the other day, where you know what, he had a problem with me saying this. He was like, man, we got to civilize our people. And I'm like, how the fuck can I civilize some grown motherfuckers who already set in their ways? How do you do
is
that?
get knowledge and wisdom. All you got to do is tell what you know and what you known as experience called wisdom. The rest is on them. And once you settle into this rationality that everyone's not going to be saved anyway, yet your job is to teach and civilize all human families of the planet Earth the knowledge and wisdom of themselves. Once you do that, what they do with it is on them. It's no longer on you. You've done your duty.
Yep, and you can sleep good at night knowing that you did your duty.
Well done, my good and faithful servant.
And you gave them all the information that they needed to be successful in whatever it is that they was trying to achieve.
And if they still go get their head blown off, oh well, because you ain't apply it. You ain't apply it. You took it for me being an old head.
Yep.
You took it for me trying to kill your vibe. You took it for me trying to stop your motherfucking littiness.
Shit that don't.
Okay. Be lit in the grave.
Exactly. You can't be lit in the grave. You get what I'm saying?
Lights out.
All that money these niggas be worshiping with the money phones and all this materialistic shit they be worshiping.
Good luck.
Nigga, when you're gone, ain't none of that shit going with you. You can't take that shit up to the Most High, God, Allah, whatever it is that you believe in. Because when you come, you coming as yourself with your testimony, my nigga.
And that's why I'm telling you, I tell people don't believe nothing, because in the word belief is lie. Anything you believe, you can be changed on it. Your job is to know. And if you don't know it, you're to find it out. You don't ever want to deal with what you think. That's like me asking somebody, what time is it? They say, I think it's 12:12. Motherfucker, is it 12:12 or not? Oh, I believe it's 12:12.
Ain't about what you believe, nigga.
Because your belief of it being 12:12 is going to be the difference between maybe making that 12:15 plane or missing it. Because you trying to tell me what you believe it to be. No, tell me what the fuck you know.
Yeah.
I don't deal with no belief. I deal with knowledge. Because knowledge will replace that fear, that doubt, that worry. I'm not no worrier. I'm a warrior. I put the hand and feet of God on you. I don't care if you 7 feet tall or you a midget. You want to play, we get dirty.
Hear that, don't you? But yeah. We about to we use Star Kill, man. We usually do a smoke break in between, you know what I mean, where we play the artist music, man. Listen, man, Case, you know what I mean, people want to always know, man, what is the weed sponsors tonight? What you over there smoking on, my God?
I'm smoking some shit. I'll be forgetting the name.
You say some shit. You say you lost track of the name.
3 or 4 different goddamn
nigga, stop
jars
smoking all that. Quit
I
smoking that shit, nigga.
Open one of these motherfuckers, I get the rolling, goddamn it. Fuck it. Let's do what they fucking supposed to do. Shit.
My man Cage.
Man, listen, man. I ain't got nothing I'm smoking on over here, man. I'm sober as hell tonight. You get what I'm saying? That's a good thing, though, man.
Well, welcome to the club. I'm sober as October.
You get what I'm saying? But we about to get off into this thing, though. We do got some music from Star Cam. Let me pull it up real quick. I was just looking at it here a second ago. Where the hell did it go? I know I didn't exit out of here and lose the music.
You're having a sword fight with this motherfucker.
You say you having a sword fight?
This motherfucker pull her switchblades out on me. Come here. She
always
get like this.
She ain't fucking with you, nigga.
See, Star Kill, remember Mr. Black. Mr. Black was a cool-ass cat. That was a cool.
But yeah, today, we about to get off into the smoke break. Today's smoke break song is On It Again by the one and only Star Kim, bro. Y'all check this out. Star Kim, man. Is it anywhere that you want to tell the people where they can get some of your music, you know what I mean, or any platforms that you on now?
I'm on all streaming platforms. I'm on Instagram at OG Star Kim. That's OGSCARKIM. I'm on Twitter, OG Star Kim. I'm on Facebook. You could look my honorable name up. It's Hal Baines, however you want to get to it. My music is there. It's on YouTube. Get next to me. At the end of the day, my job is really to lead people back to themselves, which is God. So I don't really be caring about the fame or the celebrity status. I do music because I like to do it.
That's what's up. We on
Same reason why I DJ.
We
I
own
like
it.
right.
We own it just like the song. Own it again. Star Kim. Grown Manish.
Yes, sir. Good luxury. You actually figure out how the music's doing the song.
That's shit that I'm used to. Big chain like Juice Crew. You a shit stain.
Probably
I'm a
not.
doo-doo. Got patient with me doing voodoo. I'm a whole nut, my screw loose. I roll up, I shoot like doof. Bad boy move silent. And a black toy with a model bitch. Yeah, hat boy, so I'm wildin' with you. Rap boy, nigga, stop the shit. You ain't reppin' my city ride. Check me out, I'm really right. God in the flesh, arm, leg, arm, all. You know the rest. Them niggas don't want me to win. Them bitches just want me to spin. Suck my dick 'cause I wanted to get it. And I'm a terror. From the era. Where they wet you. For your level. Give me that little mama don't want me to see. Them niggas don't want me to win. Them bitches just want me to spin. Suck my dick 'cause I wanted to get it.
Damn, time done flew. It's 15 minutes after 12.
Where they wet you. Coke fresh, need a dope test. We can broke it out
That's
like
good,
dope
though.
flex. We
Hopefully those that need to get
flex
that
some
information
guns
got
at
that
you.
information.
Fresh, no life after your soul left.
Set their minds free so they don't have to be slaves, be reactive instead of proactive out here behind the game. They need to be in front of it. Because I wish somebody would have given me this information earlier. You understand what I'm saying? In my lifetime. I'm 42 now, G. I'll be 43 next month. So, you know what I mean? I always was who I was. See, I had nobody around me to cultivate me. People made me feel like it was uncool to be intelligent the way I was. Being able to finish people's sentences and telling your girlfriend where she was at, what time she was at.
We back live. That was Star Kim on it again.
Yes, sir. What's that?
Once again, we on it again. We back from the smoke break. Grown Manish episode 23. I always tell you, man, if you on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because you'll never get content like you're going to get anywhere else like you're going to get right here on Grown Manish. You get what I'm saying? But we going to get back into it, you know what I mean? Like, you know, my man was just saying that, you know, the night flying past when you're having good conversation and you having an intellectual conversation and information that's being shared. It's always something good. It's always a blessing, bro. So, like, you know, it's a blessing to have you on the show tonight. I just want to let you know that.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you too.
And that's what's happening.
You guys made my duty easier for me. My job is to be able to get the light and a sound of God out there.
That's what's happening. And speaking of, like, I got something I want to ask you, man. You know, like, you're not a part of the conscious community, but being involved with the conscious community, man. What do you think about the direction that some of those brothers then took, far as, like, you know what I mean, making their people into believers, into, you know what I mean, making people believe that they got a bigger overall picture in store for the black community and running off with their money?
Yeah, they don't got no thing. See, the whole thing is all they did was replace one oppressor to become the new oppressor. Mm-hmm. All you did was change the color of that which you've been speaking out against to the color of you, and you have not done nothing different. You're a scoundrel for dollars and cents.
Right.
If you really love a people, you should give them the knowledge and the wisdom that can set them free without a fee.
Right.
I've been trying, man. I've been trying. These niggas don't listen. Yo, son, you know how I am when it comes to trying to get this money. And if I come up on something, I'll be like, yo, this whole back is gonna come. You know how I am. I find shit that pop. I don't found another one that pop, nigga. These niggas ain't fall back and jump on the bandwagon with me.
So that's the thing with the conscious community. You have individuals who have aspirations to be greater than who they really are, which is the original people. Uh-huh. They have delusions of grandeur. They feel like because they have information and you don't have information, they've now formed a class system.
That was another thing that I wanted to touch on.
And that's not God. That's not right.
How do
That's
you
not
feel about
exact.
these guys taking the information that you, Sonetta, and Young Pharaoh, and these young brothers that's giving out here and spinning it off into their own little thing? Because you got these niggas like Nature Boy, you got the Hassan Campbell motherfucker. What was this other nigga we was just talking about the other day, man? That was just straight clown shit. Brother Polite. You get what I'm saying? I don't like to use names and shit like that. But how do y'all feel about these brothers getting the knowledge from you guys and taking it off, running with it, and turning it off into a scam, pretty much, man? Like,
See, the thing is this.
Go ahead,
I'm not gonna cut
Case.
you off. See, the knowledge is infinite. That's one thing.
Uh-huh.
Now, what someone uses it to do is another. For instance, I'll give you an example of what I mean. You can take up martial arts and be a person who self-defends, or use it for self-defense, or you could run in the streets and be a straight bully of those who don't know martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
See, the knowledge is for everybody. What you do with it is different. I'll give you another example. You can take your hard-earned money and put a contract on a person's head, or you can use it to take care of you and yours and your family and be a philanthropic individual and help out your community. You follow where I'm going with these examples?
Yes, I do.
Everything is everything. It is only the will and intent that you put behind it that determines if something is righteous or wicked. So these individuals who take the information and use it for profit, they were scoundrels from the beginning. It's very simple. It ain't complicated. If a person really means you well, they're going to do everything they can to impart knowledge and wisdom into you so you can be enriched by it. If a person wants to just run a circle around you, hoodwink you and bamboozle you and run game on you, hit you with the flim flam, the scam, they're going to want to charge you a fee. And God don't deal with that, because God only requires love. You give Caesar what's Caesar's and you give God what's God's.
Exactly.
So I'll never ever be compared to those individuals, because I'm giving it all away live for nothing. I'll get my own money.
And see,
I don't need you to pay me for something that's going to help you. That means I'm no different than the devils in the opposition and the oppressor.
Mm-hmm. And I keep telling these people, you know what I mean? I'm like, when you're dealing with stuff like this, man, you got to deal with qualified individuals. And if you wanted to be black, find you black qualified individuals, man. It's good to have brothers that's very. Go ahead.
Then be a blessing. If you want to be a blessing, I'm not going to stop you. However, I'll never ever require you to pay me for the information that's going to set you free. Because if what I got can set you free, where did the fee come in?
Exactly.
I came to set you free.
And that was just the God in you.
Yeah.
That was just the God in you.
How can I cause you to pay me to set you free? Now that's bail. I'm charging you bail now.
Word.
Yeah.
You understand how that go?
Yeah.
Bondsman like a motherfucker.
I'm treating you like a bounty. Like, I could let you go because I got the power, but I'm going to need you to give me some coins first. That ain't God.
Right.
And that's how you know who's God and who's a fraud.
Right. And
if you mean to tell me you can help me get an SBA loan, but your bitch ass want to say you got to charge me first?
Sucker shit. That sucker shit.
You's a devil. You's a full devil. Because that means you got the information or you got the means, but you gonna hold it back because you ain't getting no purse from me.
Yeah, it's not
you
no
a
personal.
Bitch ass nigga.
Want some personal, some type of personal gain, and that's my biggest fucking problem.
You's a blood sucker of the poor.
Word up.
I
always share, son. I always share financial information with these motherfuckers. They just ain't take the food needed.
Because I tell people that's you all the time, Case. It don't hurt me to help you, and it don't help me to hurt you. I'm gonna say it again for the slow people in the back. It don't help me to hurt you, and it don't hurt me to help you.
Word up.
When you figure that out, you figure out a lot.
Exactly.
I give you free of,
and that's just straight. And you know what?
For free, nigga.
That's straight love. That's love, though, bro. And a lot of people ain't been taught true love. What true love is. Because like you say, you don't even you can barely know a motherfucker, man, but you going to give them that information if you feel like it's wanted right there at that time.
That's right, because I'm gonna know their spirit.
And that's just straight out of love.
I'm going to feel the energy. And you going to get that from me. It's my duty. What would I look like holding back that which is going to help you?
True. Speak,
Doesn't make
man.
me look good at all.
Speak to him, man. Cause
See, I get all kind of money. I ain't never had a bad day. I drive all kind of foreign cars. I look good, smell good. And I ain't never had a day where I ain't got no money because I'm a magnet to it. See, having knowledge that I have and being intelligent that I have don't mean you're going to be no bum out here looking like bum diddly. I ain't out here wearing no picnic pants. My shoes cost $600-700. You kidding me? I'm the epitome. Who told you having intelligence is going to have you broken looking like a bum? Oh, no, you've been lied to, Jack. When you got the heart of God, you can have everything you want.
He might have took Simple P up out of his spot, Case. You hear what I'm saying?
When you operate in the frequency of God, no good thing is withheld from you. And I tell you that as a truth and a promise. You operate in this frequency of God, your whole life gonna change for the better. You're gonna have heaven on earth. I guarantee you this, or I'm not God. And the sun don't come up.
Listen,
you live who you are, and you know who you are. You can be who you are, and anything you want is gonna be drawn to you. That is the law of the universe. That is the law of attraction.
Yes.
When you become God, you become great, and you ain't supposed to have nothing less than great and nothing less than the best.
Right, and the Bible says that, bro. For all you
That's
Christians
a
out
fact.
there, the Bible tells you that. You get what I'm
No
saying?
good thing will be withheld from you when you operate in this frequency, Jack, and I tell you that as a fact.
Speaking of, let's get into some of this, Cage. You want to give people a little update on XRP and the cryptocurrency situation that's going on right now.
All right, I'm gonna put you like this. The nerds, and I talk about the nerds, I listen to all these internet nerds, you know what I'm saying, that's deep into this shit. You know what I mean? Because I fucked up last year when I didn't take their advice on something. I could have had some big returns, but I'm on they shit. Something gonna pop tomorrow. And then it's a lot of things going on with the US all of a sudden want to start doing some type of regulation because they fall behind. Overseas is doing it. But something's gonna pop tomorrow, Monday morning, in the financial markets. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna be positive. Plus, there's a lot of money coming to the XRB because December 12th, there's gonna be a free ICO, which is a initial coin offering, which means a new company's coming up, and it's a thing called Flare, and they're giving away their Spark token, but they're giving away like 45 million to all XRP holders. And that's if your wallet is set up the correct way, and if you're on a currency where, the exchange where they doing the airdrop. Coinbase is not honoring, so unless I gotta learn how to set my Nano Ledger S to get this offering. I'm not gonna throw my eggs in one basket for that shit. But I'm gonna see it's free. Who knows? It might turn into something in 2-3 years.
So what's the best one to go to? Is Bitcoin still the one to go to, or what?
Bitcoin is going up right now. You see. Like I tell a lot of people, they don't know nothing about the crypto. Yo, get on YouTube, watch Bitcoin for beginners. Watch Bitcoin
for beginners on YouTube. Got you.
Yeah, blockchain for beginners. Because then you'll understand what you're about to get into, and you'll see it'll break down the history of what we call the barter system, which is turned into money.
Got you.
And how does all this shit work, and how the banks and the governments have cheated us, and how this is going to turn to a new. They keep saying the word. What's the word they keep saying? I'm sorry. Transfer of wealth. You hearing that a lot. Even though the news, they keep talking about what's that word? The pandemic. That's really what they talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all they talking about. The pandemic. It's all they talking about.
The transfer of wealth is the transfer of power.
Right. So what it is going on an economical scale. Because what happened is, this fiat currency, they just print it. What is it worth? What it backs it? Nothing.
Right.
So
made up.
The nerds made a thing called Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, where you can't counterfeit it. That's what this is all about, giving value to an asset. A $1 bill, if you got the right kind of printer, you can make that $1 bill $1 million if you got the right kind of paper and ink.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm looking
for the machine maker now.
Right. So this crypto brings everything, gets rid of that. Plus, these governments is just printing money. They're so fucking corrupted. This shit puts everything on an even playing field. And what's going on is the government's trying to regulate this shit because.
But you knew that was going to happen. You knew that was going to happen.
But what I'm saying is, when I mean outlaw, they're going to outlaw devices that takes. Remember, I'll tell you about there's a hot wallet, there's a cold wallet. Cold wallet storage means you took your crypto off the internet. It can't be hacked. It's not there no more. It's on a flash drive, which is called the ledger, Lando ledger, which means it's his passcodes and phrases which no one knows, only you. No other entity on the universe know what the fuck how to get to your shit. So the government may be steering towards trying to outlaw that so we can't hide our assets from them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gotta remember, in 1933, them niggas, the U.S. government told U.S. citizens, give us your gold or you're going to jail. And then in 1971, Nixon said, we get rid of the gold standard out the money. So when you watch these videos, you'll understand what the fuck I'm talking about and be educated at how these crackers been and the rest of these motherfucking thieves been robbing us with the money, the land, and every fucking thing else, but how we can get some of that power back. Because economics is the power.
Yes, it is.
Ask the Chinese, ask the Arabs, ask the Indian communities, ask all these communities except niggas.
Because they eating off the
economics is
niggas.
power.
Everybody else is eating off niggas. I already told you, just like we were talking about.
Reason why police gun niggas down the street, because niggas ain't got no money. You know why the police, the white police ain't gunning down no Indian, no motherfucking Arab, no goddamn Chinaman? Because they know they'll go to hell the same fucking day. Because that whole goddamn embassy is going to come down on them motherfuckers. They already know,
right.
All right, you gonna kill one of us here? Well, guess what? Your embassy in our country, we gonna blow half that shit up. What? Yeah.
And see,
that's what the fuck they do.
See, that's
so them crackers be like, well, since them niggas don't own shit, we can fuck with them.
Exactly.
We can't bomb Israeli people. We have to treat them with respect. Why? Because we got people over there getting money, and they'll kill all them in a fucking heartbeat. Because we over here doing dumb shit.
See, the thing is,
niggas is target practice. The niggas is food. Why? Because the niggas ain't got shit.
Let me tell you something though. It is the fact that we lack knowledge. It's not necessarily the money. The fact that we lack. If we had knowledge, we would know that we are the money.
Yeah, that's absolutely the truth.
So when you got Indians, you got Chinese, and all of these people have nationality and self identity.
Right.
So hold on, listen, God. The identity and the acknowledgement of who they are ties into the economics. See, that's what you got to understand. Because a fool and his money gonna soon depart. You can give a nigga $20 million and he gonna be broke in 2 months.
Yep.
So here's the thing. We don't have the knowledge, so the police gun us down because we don't have no identity. We call ourselves African American, and there's no such thing.
No such thing.
No such thing.
No such thing.
You look at a dictionary called Black's Law Dictionary, and it will break that down to you. See, we are called Negro because Negro means dead. We are called African American, which is an oxymoron. You can't be an African American if you've never stepped foot on Africa.
Exactly.
And you cannot, and you cannot be black because that's a color. So all these terms that we call ourselves indicate that we are not the same as the Chinese or the Indian or the Russian or the Italian. Because what I've just named were identities of nation. Those are national identifications. What nationality do we have?
And we don't
the
have
only
ones
nationality
without
we
one.
have is when we go to their courts and tell them that we are living beings and we are no longer livestock. So this is the difference. So it's not just money, it is the knowledge of who you are tied into having money that makes the difference, because they don't go into the Jewish community and do that bullshit. Why? Because they have a sense of identity and nationality. They have to deal with Israel. When they come and bust Ray upside the head, they ain't got to worry about nobody.
So nobody.
That's another nigga. Scoop them up and keep it pushing.
And see, Case, you can't be a man. You can't be in Case. You really can't be mad because our people let these other nationalities come in and profit off of us. You see it every day. The corner stores, the gas stations, the hair stores.
That's why I said y'all need to watch these documentaries on the beginning of Bitcoin, because it's going to break down, subliminally it's going to break down all that shit. But the thing is, at least it open up your mind. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start. Motherfuckers don't even open up their mind. They rather open up some bullshit video of some hoes shaking the same ass over and over again. Niggas ain't never seen ass before.
They just in the way. They just in the way.
I said the same thing. I said God bless him and motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And that's just like, go ahead,
keep
Brian. Don't cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, we just gonna keep it moving. We gonna only be able to salvage those that could be saved. If you go into a treasure hunt, are you gonna pick up rocks or are you gonna pick up the gold?
The gold, shit, all day long.
Because the gold is more valuable, right?
Yeah.
So that means you ain't even gonna pay attention to the rocks, right?
Exactly. No.
Same thing we doing when it comes to our people. If you not gold, we not gonna waste time with you. You not a part of the fight. You're not a part of the solution. You in the fucking way. Get your ignorant ass out here. Go get you a PS5. Go wait in line for them Jordans and go fucking go to the strip club and throw all your money in the air. Fine. Do what you want to do. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever floats your boat. We not worried about you because you ain't nothing that we need to be concerned about because you ain't no help.
Right. Because I keep saying, man, when we was looking up that stuff the other day, K's, about how long $1 actually lasts in our community, it wasn't even 24 fucking hours, dog. Jewish community was 7 days. The Chinese community was like 5 or 6 days that $1 actually circulates in their community before it leaves out. That's
how many people you know have gotten loans and they broke now or went to jail because they was busy buying Ferraris
and stupid Rolexes shit. A lot of niggas
with the PPP money instead of using PPP money. Instead of using PPP money for the right purposes, a fool and his money soon departed. They went and made purchases as if the Federal Bureau of Investigation didn't have a department dedicated to see who was out there frauding.
Right. Yep. I've been saying this for months.
That's why I left that shit alone.
I was talking about that shit too, K's. Go ahead.
Do not what I'm saying. Had they had some knowledge of themselves, they would have done it right. Yep. They would have hired members of family and said, listen, they're getting ready to give you this money. I'm getting ready to use your Social Security and tell the government that I got you down as my secretary, my driver, my whatever. But instead of doing that, they wanted to live their best life.
Yep.
They wanted that Ferrari that they would have never had. They wanted that Wraith that they would have never had. They wanted that piece of pussy that they could have never got if they was on that minimum wage gig. So here's the problem. My people perish from the lack of knowledge. Point blank period. It didn't say the lack of religion. It didn't say the lack of love. It didn't say the lack of community. It didn't say the lack of husband, lack of wife. It said my people perish from the lack of knowledge.
Right.
And if you have no knowledge, you are what's called a fool.
And I was telling them fools when they was taking them SBA loans and all this other shit out here shopping and doing all types of other shit. I'm like, bruh, if you got an LLC and you got a small business, maybe you need to put that into your business. Because a lot of them niggas,
maybe.
A lot of these niggas that did that shit is fucked up and broke right now. And then guess what? They coming back, they want their money.
Yeah.
Either way it go, they either gonna have it in cash or they gonna have it in time, which is your ass in a cell.
Period.
You get what I'm saying? Ain't no way around that. You could think that you slick. Me personally, you remember, Case, I was saying, like, nigga, I got scared. Jam up your credit. What I tell you, Case, I got scared when they was giving out all this goddamn free money. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Not me. I got me some.
We all got it, sir. We all got it, sir. But see, we knew what to do.
Shoes costing $700 out here.
We all knew what to do with our fucking money. Like me, I took my money and I invested it into my operation. That's why I always say this is a privately funded
and they getting ready to give me some more.
They
getting ready to give me some more money.
See, but see, you know what to do with your money. It's a lot of dudes out here like
there you go.
They get it. They be ghetto fabulous, and I keep on saying like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Ain't
like,
nothing fabulous about being in the ghetto.
You know how you get that $10,000 tax return at the end of the year? They taking that. It's gone. You owe that. Soon as when you motherfucking file it. But instead of going to buy, like we looked up yesterday, 2 days ago, we had an episode and we looked up how much was it an acre of land here in the city of Cleveland. Case, it was like $4,000. This is inside city limits. An acre of land is $4,000.
Nah, it was more than that.
No, it wasn't because that's because we looked up.
Give me an acre.
We looked up. It was like 4 or 5 acres, bro. It was 4 or 5 acres.
It was more than that.
And for $20,000.
Huh? Put me on to the lick.
Oh, land and property is cheap here. It wasn't more than that, Case. I'll look it up again. The average
So
cost
for 20 bands, I could get me a acre.
He's in Cleveland.
I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
I don't give a fuck where it's at, because land is land, and I can make money off it.
No,
Yeah, but upstate New York is cheaper than that. You know, upstate New York, you can get like
we talking
20
about
acres of
inside.
land
We
for,
talking
like,
about inside
$20,000,
city limits,
$30,000.
though. We talking about inside city limits.
No, it
Where
was
the
more
shit,
than
where the
that.
shit really means something.
Yeah, it was more than that in Cleveland. It was more than
All right,
$4,000.
I'm gonna ask you
per
guys a
acre.
question because you know better. What is the going rate for acre of land within the city limits of Cleveland, Ohio?
He would know. He has to Google that. But
Yeah, I'm
and it's going to
Googling
be
it right
depending
now.
on
It's
going to be depending on location too, because downtown ain't going to be the same price as the hood.
Because I know I could go ahead and do some fixing and flips. I could go ahead and do some things like that where I could keep making money for myself even while I'm asleep, because that's called transient income. So I'm with that. See, now we getting down to the get down. See what we doing now right here is called dealing with equality. We're exchanging information. We're giving each other
The
knowledge.
average
so we can
was
grow.
listen. The average was $6,290 per acre.
6,200 for per acre.
Per
So you
acre,
mean
and this
tell
was
me
$2019.
$6,290. I can give me a whole
And
acre of land.
in downtown,
Including
downtown
land,
Cleveland.
listen, including land and buildings. Average
including land and buildings.
See, you said average.
$6,290 per acre.
But he's going on the average. Like I said, what downtown on a certain block,
But
you
when they
tell me
come up
there's an
with the
empty
average,
plot of
when
land.
they come up with the
ain't no
averages,
average.
Case, that's a part of the averages, case. We talking about within city limits. I didn't just say Cleveland.
Listen,
I said
how
city
many-
limits.
Yeah, how many buildings is downtown Cleveland?
Oh, it's man, 100 shit probably.
Okay, so you start dividing that up by them other things, you'll see what I'm talking about.
But I mean, when I say
guarantee
inside,
you-
but CKs, when we talk about inside city limits, it doesn't necessarily have to be downtown.
But that's why I
You get
said
what
there's
I'm
a
saying?
different. But that's why I said there's a difference in price. That's the first
Of
thing I
course,
said.
I would expect it to be different in
I said
price
there's a
because
difference
the more
in the
you're
city.
around development and closer you are to the metropolis, it's always going to be
Right.
prices.
It's
That's
always going to be a little bit more. So
But guess
I'm
what?
giving-
There's always more wasteland than anything that's undeveloped in a city than anything else, and that's what make it look the price look like it's coming down. Because you know it's mad empty lot. We can name mad spots in Queens where it's really a lot of empty lots still. That's mad cheap. That's gonna bring down the price. If you try to buy a house right next door, you'd be like, "Why is it so expensive?" The average price was this. If the average price is $250,000, why is this house $750,000? Well, that's what they go for around here.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm looking at something right now. This Cleveland, Ohio, right here. This is 1.16 acres. That's 774,000. That's with the building on the property, though, and the factory that's on the property.
Yeah, but yeah, look how much that price went up all of a sudden. Ain't no 4,000.
For 1 acre, I see right here, Cleveland, Ohio, Cuyahoga County, $4,000 for an acre.
Oh, but I think we lost Star.
Oh, you did? Let's get him
I
back
don't
in.
know.
Let's get him back in here. Hopefully his phone ain't died. We calling him back. I was starting to get to the end of the episode anyway. This is towards the end. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shout out these black-owned businesses while we at it. You get what I'm saying, Kaz? Do you got any black-owned businesses that you want to shout out tonight?
Nah, man.
I think your man's phone probably died or something. But yeah, man, tonight's black-owned business that I want to shout out. I've been shouting them out. I'm gonna do them for the rest of this month. It's called Circle of Success Society. Y'all should head over, go check my boy out, Smooth Gotti 216. You get what I'm saying? And the website that you can catch them at, I have to spell this out for you, it's cossfashion.com. That's COSSFASHION.com. Again, that's COSSFASHION.com. Cossfashion.com. Going over there, they got all types of apparel. They got hoodies, they got t-shirts, they got joggers, they got everything that you need. And y'all always asking how I'm get fresh with. I'm not really fresh right now, you get what I'm saying? But you can go check out my barber. His name is Barry. He is located at Groomed Barbershop. It's off Babbitt Road in the back by the old roller drone. And so that's it for the black businesses for the night. Kays, is we trying to get Star Kim back on the line?
Hold up. I don't know what the hell happened.
I'm telling you, I think his phone maybe died or something. A lot of technical difficulties going on here tonight. I don't know what it is. Got me over here sweating and shit. I don't need all that. I mean, I think it's because I ain't got no motherfucking weed. I got to get me some weed and shit. But yeah, man, you know, I wanted to end it off with you know, him giving the people a little word. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think that's gonna happen. We trying to get him back in here. Say he's in call. I don't know what's up with that case. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I don't know what's up with that. They say he's still in call, but he ain't answering on the call. But yeah, man, Grown Manage episode 23, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I hope y'all really enjoyed it, man. It was a lot of like weird, crazy shit going on, and that's because I believe we got to talking that God talk. We really got to talking that grown man shit. You feel what I'm saying? And they didn't want that shit to go out in the air, but we got out there. We got it out there as much as possible. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to thank everybody that came through and took time out of their night to come through and watch the podcast. Once again, we're on Sundays 11 till, Tuesdays 11 till, Fridays 11 till. You can check me out on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. YouTube, Grown Manage Podcast. Facebook, GMF TV. Twitch, Luxury 86216. That's another thing. I do gaming too on my spare time. Come over, chill out with your boy, talk shit. The most important thing, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and follow button on whatever platform that you want to hit the notification bell. So when we go live, you can actually get some of the information. You can listen to us talk shit. You can put your input in the chat. You know what I mean? I do listen to people in the chat. You get what I'm saying? And once again, this is a privately funded operation. So all donations are welcome. They are not asked for, but they are welcome. You can hit me up at the Cash App link that I got on the top of the page if you're watching live right now. Once again, this is Grown Man, episode 23, the one and only spot.
You love reciting that episode shit.
Yes, nigga. I do. Yes, I do. Everyone, you know, because I know niggas be getting the screw face and shit. They be like, episode 23, episode 24. Damn.
I be like, what the fuck?
But yeah, man, your boy Luxury, the most expensive nigga rolling. DJ K's in the building. We had the guy body himself, Star Kim Allah in the building. Come and drop knowledge on you niggas. A lot of shit he was saying was going over you niggas' heads and shit, you know what I mean? But I hope y'all caught on to a little bit of game that he was giving y'all in the message he was trying to put out there to y'all. You get what I'm saying? We all got body. We all got God inside of us, man. Get that knowledge, man. Learn something. Learn something about yourself. Learn something about your people. Get some of this economic information that K's give you out every day. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, we gonna get on up out of here, man. What's so funny, my brother? What's so funny, my brother?
I was laughing because shit we say like, they trying to stop us. They talk that real shit.
Man, they
trying to find a way to stop the niggas.
They just try, bro. When I tell you, my shit ain't never went out like that, Case. My shit ain't never went out like that, my brother.
Those niggas knew that fire was coming on, yo. It got too hot too quick.
Cause man, it got me checking over here. I want to go get my goddamn gun and shit. I'm so goddamn paranoid sitting over.
Oh shit!
For real, because like bro, the way that shit went, like what the fuck? I'm sitting here talking. I'm like,
I think his phone died because I texted him twice. And he said that back. So I guess his phone died. He was like, yo. He said, yo, God. He's like, yo, the devil trying to stop me. It ain't gonna happen today. I guess he forgot to plug the phone in.
Man,
that's my man Star though.
I'm telling you, man, this shit ain't no coincidence,
that's
my
the
brother.
God, man. That's the God. Stop killing Allah.
That is not no coincidence, my brother, that shit went out like that. I've never had my shit happen like that. But yeah, man, we about to get out of here though, man. Like I say, peace to y'all. Grown Manish, Luxury, DJ K's. I try to get Star Kim. We'll try to get Star Kim on another time.
Hey, won't you end it with that jam of his again? You know what I mean?
Oh, you want me to end it with his again?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
yeah, we'll go ahead. We end it off like that.
And I guess I'm gonna catch you back on the one, huh? Or you on the next jam?
Yeah, you know I'm bougie and shit now, nigga.
Yeah, next nigga, same communication. Nigga.
All right, well, we about to get out of here. I'll let your motherfucking boy check us out Tuesday. I'm working on something.
Yes, sir. Shit.
It's on with y'all. Let's get out of here.
Sir.
Once again, Star Kim. On it again.
Star Kim, nigga. Not
Star
Kim,
Kim, nigga.
Shit.
police jeeps to the side. That's shit that I'm used to. Big chain like Juice Crew, you a shit stain, I'm the doo-doo. Got patient women doing voodoo. I'm a whole nut, my screw loose. I roll up, I shoot like doof. Bad boy move silent, and then black toy with a mind bitch. Yeah, hat boy, so I'm wildin' with you. Rap boy, nigga, stop the shit. You ain't reppin' my city ride. Check me out, I'm really right. God in the flesh, arm, leg, arm, you know the rest. Them niggas don't want me to win. Them bitches just want me to slim. Suck my dick 'cause I wanted to get it. And I'm a terror. From the era. Where they wet you for your level. Give me that. Little mama don't want me to see. Them niggas don't want me to win. Them bitches just want me to spin. Suck my dick 'cause I wanted to get it. And I'm a terror. From the era. Where they wet you for your level. Give me that. Coke fresh, need a dope test. We can work it out like Bowflex. You ain't funk master, don't flex. Some guns at you, whole stretch, no life after your soul left. Supreme being in the green beam. You on the blocks with the fiends leaning. Tuck block and it squeezed in. Still outside and I'm bending corners. Man, fuck the feds, they better born. You see 12, you better warn. When you see 12, you better warn. My entourage got hella warnings. Homicide to the felons warning. At no boo, my shoes crisp. Yo boo at the roof crisp. Eating tofu with the 2 sticks. Chop it down, drop top down. Slide around town, murder mommy, got the burner mommy, Glock inside a gown.